Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 National Western Stock Show and tonight's event in the Stadium Arena. What? And tonight's event in the Stadium Arena, the Grand Drive of the Market Lambs. Before we get started, there's some people we need to introduce because this show wouldn't happen without them. Leon Vick, Vice President, Rodeo and Horse. I don't know if Leon made it or not. Okay. Clint Chitsey, he's the Vice President of Livestock and Operations. I know Clint's here, right down here in the gray cowboy hat, yes. We need to introduce the interns. I don't know how many of them are here, but if you guys would raise your hand, let everybody know who you are. Couldn't do it without them, folks. Thank you. And also a very important part, our volunteers. Those folks in the black coats that say volunteer on the back. Ladies and gentlemen, exhibitors, we couldn't do it without them. If you see them, make sure you shake their hand and tell them thank you. Volunteers, whoever's here, put your hand up, let us say thank you. Thanks for volunteers, absolutely, yes. Our sheep superintendents for the day. Summer Rule. He's over here. Susan Kendrick and Dan Kendrick, right down here, yes. I also want to introduce Bo Sanders over there hiding. He's with WW. He's the one that weighs back everything and all the shows, and they provide all the scales. Also, yes, yeah, thank you. Two gentlemen, this is their first National Western Stock Show. I don't know how they made it on the ethics committee, but they did. Mark Arndt and Ron Cunningham, the newbies right over here in the corner. Thanks, guys. Is Bo helping you, let you know what it needs done? Good deal. Abigail Cabrera, Elbert County Fair Queen, right over here. Elsie Oswald, 2024 Adams County Fair Queen. Yes. And Jadalyn Frazier, 2025 Crusaders Valor of Veterans Queen. Now for the ladies and gentlemen that are sitting down here next to the ring, exhibitors, if you don't know them and haven't seen them, if you see them in their coat, make sure you shake their hand. That's the sale committee. What happens Friday night wouldn't happen if it wasn't for this group of people, and they work very hard. Bruce Wagner is the chairman. There you go. Thank you, Bruce. Bob Haycoop, vice chairman. Rita Ann Carey, member. Lee Daly. Thanks, Lee. Yes. Seth Grant. Dave Hartel. Mike Harry. Martin Hummel. John Staley. Matt Wold. Don Thorne's walking. There's Don. Brett Fox. Brett Fox. Sorry about that. Did we miss anybody? Thank you very much. I know how hard work you guys do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything that you do. Livestock coordinator Brandy Fuller. Right down here, thank you. Dr. Lori and her team. Dr. Lori's down here in the orange vest. They're the ones that test all the animals, her and her team. That's not a lot of fun, and they stay with it until they get the things done. So thank you very much. Appreciate you for being here. At this time, we're ready to start the evening's festivities. And we are going to start by recognizing the showmanship winners from yesterday. And first we're going to do the juniors. And we're going to start with the reserve, and then we're going to go to the champion. So your reserve champion, junior showman from Canute, Oklahoma, is Cambry Moore. And your champion junior showman from Oklahoma, Hayes Wilson. Intermediates, your reserve champion, intermediate showman from New Richland, Minnesota, Chloe Nelson. Your champion, intermediate showman from Belmont, Wisconsin, Brendan Bowers. Now to the seniors. Your reserve champion, senior showman from Redwood Valley, California, Hannah Seaver. And your champion senior showwoman from Akron, Iowa, Haley Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. That's not easy to do. If you watch the showmanship, it was one of the toughest I've seen. They did a great job, and congratulations to all the rest of the exhibitors. Now these folks have to hurry back because quite a few of them have to grab a lamb to be in the champion drive here. At this time, we're going to parade the champion lambs that will be competing for the grand drive. We will parade the reserves first, and then we'll parade the champions in the same order. Reserve Dorset from Altus, Oklahoma, Wade Ritchie. Your reserve champion, Southdown, from Franktown, Colorado, Trent Mock. Your reserve champion, Speckle, from Canute, Oklahoma, Laney Allen. Your reserve champion, Natural, from Canute, Oklahoma, Luke Thomas. Reserve Division I Crossbred from Savannah, Missouri, Reagan Rogers. Reserve Champion Division II Crossbred from Tuttle, Oklahoma, Kobe Scroggin. Your Reserve Champion Division III Crossbred from Okima, Oklahoma, Hayes Wilson. And your Reserve Champion Division IV Crossbred from Savannah, Missouri, Reagan Rogers. Now for the champions. Champion Dorset, Kingfisher, Oklahoma, Colton Burns. Champion Southdown, Canute, Oklahoma, Cambry Moore. Champion Speckleface from Alt, Colorado, Cade Simpson. Champion Natural from Ashland, Ohio, Hayden Bryant. Champion Division I Crossbred from Watonga, Oklahoma, Reese Coleman. Champion Division II Crossbred from Canute, Oklahoma, Laney Allen. Champion Division III Crossbred from Canute, Oklahoma, Clay Randall. and champion Division IV crossbred from Belmont, Wisconsin, Braden Bowers. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce the gentleman that worked through the 200 plus lambs that we had today. He showed great respect for each and every one of our exhibitors, and I want to thank him for that. Mr. Brent Jennings from North Carolina is our judge tonight. Give him a big round of applause, folks. Thank you very much, Brent. Appreciate it.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's certainly a pleasure to be here with you. Have the opportunity to come here and sort through the market lambs today is something that I'm going to cherish for a lot of years here, and something that not everybody ever gets a chance to do. So I really have enjoyed this opportunity. Um, Before we talk about the sheep here in just a minute, I don't want to get too long-winded. I do feel like there's a few things that are on my heart that I need to say to you, and I feel like an absolutely incredible set of livestock we've seen today, but an incredible set of young people that have come through the ring. Before I say that, though, let me say this. And I always, if I go judge a show like this, I want to say thank you to my wife and kids at home. They do a lot for me, give me the opportunity to travel the country and judge a lot of livestock shows. I've told a couple people today, man, I've been blessed and done a lot of them, but I'm fixing to do a lot less of them. I'll just be honest with you. I've kind of come to that point in my life where I got two kids at home, and all of a sudden I looked up and I'm going to have a freshman in high school next year, and I don't know where those years went. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I'm fixing to do a few less of them, but man, what a way to go, kind of cutting back here at a show like this. And my family at home means everything to me. I've enjoyed that. I'm blessed as much as anybody in here, I guarantee it, guys. From the aspect of, I want to say that as you think about the young people and the things that we do in society at this time, I just want you guys to live in the moment, guys, because as I said just a second ago, I don't know where the time has gone. My kids have all of a sudden grown up. It goes way too fast. And when we wake up tomorrow morning, everything that I said today will be history, much like this facility here. This will be the last champion Market Land picked right here at the National Western. You guys are living in a moment in history that we're going to make that mark right there. And it's something that, man, that we're going to look back on in 20 years or 25 or 50 years, and when you guys have kids come to this point, that you're going to really enjoy and look back and cherish that moment. With those things, I would encourage you guys to be, as I went back and I thought about the things that I said last year, and I had 365 days roughly to come back to this arena this year, and I said, man, I'm going to get something really strong and to tell you folks and do some homework on it. And as a typical procrastinator, I waited till about 5 minutes before I got up here to think about what I was going to tell you folks, but I say that lightheartedly because what I want to tell you is to be genuine. And what I've found myself, and I have a preacher at church that tells us oftentimes that we aren't truly genuine. And think back to something that your mama probably told you when you were 4 or 5 years old, and if you didn't have something nice to say, keep your mouth shut, guys. And I think oftentimes, I'm not telling you, if you don't like something I did, I get it, guys. It don't bother me a bit. I got a big back, and I promise you, when I leave this facility today, when I go, and a good friend of mine told me one time, if you judge a livestock show and you can go look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and know you gave it your best shot, that's all you can do, guys. So when you go home and you thank the ones around you that helped you, be genuine with the ones that maybe had a good day. The stars lined up for them, guys. Things are going to not always flip to your side. That's one of life's greatest lessons, is the fact of how we come back when we don't succeed, right? I think that's truly one of life's greatest lessons to learn from the game we played. I'm rambling just a little, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to get my comments real short and sweet here. Thank you to the folks that put this show on, the folks that worked the ring today, the folks behind the scene. We've seen some things that I've never seen before in a sheep ring today as we went through. We were maybe on a golf course there for a minute, had a water bunker come up in the ring there for just a second. But they worked through it. Nobody got excited. We kept cruising, and man, we got right through the whole thing, and it's been a true opportunity and a blessing for me. The folks, the interns, the ones here, the folks that put this show on, man, my hat's hat's off to you. This thing is wildly good. The folks sitting over there on the outside, my hat's off to you. What you do for these young people, I hope you know that it doesn't go unnoticed. And these kids will cherish that and they'll appreciate it for a lot of years. The sheep out here, if I told you that everybody had to agree with me, and I've served on a lot of livestock judging committees now in national contests with some of the most talented livestock evaluators in the country, and people put the classes of 4 animals together, and very rarely does everybody agree. And somebody had put together a thought process in putting those classes together where we should agree, but yet we don't. So then we get out here to the point of this, and we bring 200 and some sheep, we put them in classes, and then do I think in my wildest dreams that you all agree with me? Heck no, I don't. I know there's somebody thinks I'm a blooming, well, I ain't going to say what you think I am, but that's okay. I'm good with that because I told you all day long the things that I saw. I didn't do it in the fanciest terms. I told you what I liked, what I didn't like, how we would change them. And man, there is some absolutely phenomenal creatures out here in the ring right now. From the first breed of the day to the last division, there's some wildly high-end show sheep out here right now. Not only to the kids that have done an incredible job, to the people that have got them ready, to the breeders that have bred these sheep, my hat's off to y'all. It takes an incredible amount of effort, time to put into something like this to make these things look like this. So I wish you all the best, guys. And one last time, I want to tell you, just have fun, enjoy it. I could honestly close my eyes and just kind of point, and I'd be pretty content with it right now. I can tell you, there's not one out here that I'm not satisfied with right now, particularly on the front row, and multiple ones on that second row I think are just wildly, wildly good. So with that, I'm not going to say too many more words. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. It's been a pleasure. And if you don't think I did something right, I can not only blame it on being kind of crazy, but on the other end of the spectrum, the altitude might have got to me because I told somebody, if you asked me where I was from, if you take a plane and go straight east till you hit the water and come back just a little bit, that's where I'm from, guys, about 3 feet below sea level. So we're in a different part of the world than what I grew up in, but a beautiful, and it's a breathtaking part. Every time when I look out the doors there, I went out this afternoon, and this is what I would leave you with, guys. If you don't think you're in an absolutely incredible place, step out the door and look around. Take just a minute and look around. Take a deep breath and then cherish it, guys, because you're going to look back in no time and all of a sudden it's going to be gone. Parents enjoy it. I'm guilty of it. The time goes by too fast. Guys, if you will, one time ringside, if you'll do me one gracious favor, put your hands together and I'll show you my favors. Congrats to all of them.
Your grand champion for the 2025 Market Lamb Show goes to Clay Randall from Canute, Oklahoma. Your reserve grand champion goes to Braden Bowers from Belmont, Wisconsin. Congratulations, each and every one of you. You guys did an amazing job. It was fun watching you today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, put your hands together one more time. These guys have worked very hard along with a lot of other people that helped them. Thank you.